Hi, it's Ginny with Real Estate One, and I'm here again with Tim Evans from TC Home Inspections. And I had asked him to come back because he's got so much more information that I think would be beneficial to you. So Tim, thank you so much for coming back.
Sure, thanks for having me.
I appreciate that. I wanted to ask you because I know just a regular inspection, covers the roof and the appliances and the hot water heater and things like that. But there are other types of inspections that people can get. Can you explain to me what they are and if it's an additional cost on top of a regular inspection and why people should have them?
Absolutely. So that's a big question.
Yes.
in our business, and here's the reason why. What I normally do as the business owner, and my employees do this as well, is we offer all of our services to our clients and we let them pick and choose what's best for them.
Okay.
Now, that being said, there are certain inspections where we have to do certain types of testing, federally backed programs, for example, like a VA loan, RD, FHA. Those type of loans do require certain types of water testing, septic inspections. But for people getting a conventional mortgage, what I normally do, and that's the majority of the marketplace for me anyways, I just tell them our services. And I'll give you an example. So we do the home inspection, we'll set that up. And like you accurately said, those are the major components of the home. But in addition to that, at a very minimum, I want my clients, if they're on a city sewer line or a private septic system, I would like them to get as much information about those components as possible. In our business, Jenny, those are the two, or that area, the waste system is the most overlooked part of a home inspection. It's obvious, it's because it's underground, it's buried,
Right.
People forget about them. So basically, on a sewer line, anything prior to 1980, you need to get some basic information about that sewer line. It's going to be on clay tiles in our service area. The other thing on a septic, you want to make sure the septic tank has been pumped and the system has been maintained. So I educate, and then I let the clients decide if we inspect those systems or not.
I heard that there's a statistic that over 25% of the people do not even know they have a septic tank, which tells me that it's never been pumped.
No, I think that I haven't heard that stat, but I think that's not unusual. When people call and I ask them what kind of system they have in place, what kind of waste system, most people do not know. And I'm just thinking about the calls that I answered today. I'd say everyone did not know if they were on a private septic system or a sewer line. My guess was because they were in a rural area, they were on a private septic.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that an extra cost then on top of the regular normal inspection?
It is. So any ancillary test that we do, and we're talking septic, any waste system evaluation, radon testing, lead-based paint, anything like that, water quality testing is an additional charge. It takes more time and it's an additional service. There might be some processing fees involved and some more time involved also.
Okay. Talk to me about radon testing because that's becoming very popular right now and a lot of my clients are asking about it. So can you elaborate on that?
Yes, if I think about all the ancillary services we offer, there's one that comes up and causes the most confusion, and that is definitely radon testing. And here's the reason why, at least in our area. Years ago when I started out, if someone was to ask me, how common is radon in your area? I would have probably said not very common. Reason being, we never tested a lot for it. And then what happened over time is a lot of people are moving into our area from other parts of the US. And they live in areas where radon is a big deal, where they find it all the time. So an amazing thing happened. The more we test, the more we find. And so right now, and this is just anecdotal information, we track that at our company, we find it elevated in about 1 out of every 6 homes. So I tell people that when they book an inspection, again, I don't tell them what to do. I offer that information to them. Once they hear that information, they can make an informed decision if they want us to inspect for radon. Interestingly enough, the reason there is so much confusion about radon is because a lot of people have the assumption that if you have certain types of foundations, it's probably not necessary. We've learned that that's not true. It doesn't matter the foundation that you have underneath your home. It can be a slab, Could be a pier, it could be a full basement, it doesn't matter. We found radon in any type of structure. The other thing that doesn't matter is what your neighbor's radon level is. It has nothing to do with your level. What seems to matter the most in regards to radon is the soil directly underneath your home and the airflow within your structure. So those are the two main components that seem to be the most important for radon.
Okay, so if someone had a radon test and you did it and it came up where it was a higher level, what can people do to eliminate that?
So the first thing I would tell a client is don't get overly excited about it, because there is a chance, like 1 in 6, like I said, we could find it. The main thing to know is in most cases, it's something that can be taken care of very easily. And I have never seen a home that we've inspected that we found elevated radon that couldn't be mitigated effectively.
That's good.
And so, yeah, that's really important. And so the main thing you do is you would call a company that installs a mitigation system, it's called. Mm-hmm. It's nothing more than a PVC pipe that goes through the concrete floor, has an electric fan motor attached to it, and it just runs 24/7. The primary reason radon gas is so easy to mitigate and get rid of is because it's so much heavier than oxygen. So if you find it in a home, it's going to be in the lowest livable area. It's going to be towards the floor because it's heavier than air,
right,
and you can mitigate it quite easily.
Wow, that's okay. I've learned a lot. That is very, very good. Mm-hmm. I've had clients that have requested that, and I know you have to put something in the house and then you come back like 2 days later or something. Is that right?
Exactly right. So let's say we inspect a home and it has elevated radon. Mm-hmm. The clients install a mitigation system. The protocol that the EPA states is you put the mitigation system if it's above 4 or higher. Mm-hmm. We use a liter of air called a picocurie. If it's 4 or higher, then the mitigation system needs to be installed. And the next thing the company that installs it will do is they'll give you a kit to use. They recommend you test the radon level about a week or 2 after the mitigation system is installed to confirm that that system is working properly. In most cases, you'll see the level around 2 or lower after the mitigation system is installed.
Wow, that's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. I appreciate you coming back and answering more questions. And he is a wealth of information, and he's more than willing to talk to anyone and explain anything to them. So if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to call Tim Evans at TC Home Inspection. So once again, what is your phone number?
It is 231-499-3256.
Perfect. All right, and again, I'm Ginny Fay with Real Estate One. If I can help you with any real estate needs, let me know. My number is 231-360-7822. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.